What's up, Ghost and Ghouls? It's the one, the only JT Ripper, and I'm here with
Todd of Thunder.
And today on the Horrible Podcast, we're bringing you our top 15 favorite Wes Craven movies.
Yep, and right off the bat, when I was looking this up, there were two films that I hadn't seen. Oddly enough, they both start with Deadly.
Yeah.
Deadly Friend and Deadly Blessings, I believe.
Yeah.
Which are, I think Tom Hanks plays in one of them.
I'm not sure.
I think it's Deadly Blessing. I don't know. It's one of the, early 80s. From what I looked up, it was a slasher film, and I'm surprised I've never seen it. But
Same.
Tom Hanks plays in one of them.
Yeah, I'm actually going to look them up after this, but I'm pretty confident in my top 15 that I made. I mean, it's going to be a spoiler warning. It's going to be several Scream movies because, a lot of the movies he's affiliated with is, Scream.
Yeah, well,
it is what it is. You want to kick off number 15?
Sure. Number 15 is from 2005, and it's Red Eye.
You put Red Eye at number 15?
Yep.
Interesting.
I put Red Eye, the same guy that plays in, he's real popular now. He just played in the
Oppenheimer
movie. He's played the Scarecrow in the Dark Knight movies. I forgot his name, but he's real popular now. Anyway, he plays as like a marshal for an airplane, whatever you call them.
Right.
And some weird shit goes on in the plane, and they're stumbling around. It's more of a thriller type of deal.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty good movie. But I put it at number 15.
That's funny because I put it at number 15 also.
Well, there you go.
Alrighty. What do you got for number 14?
For number 14, I have, also from 2005, I have Cursed.
Oh, no shit.
Yep, Cursed is a early to mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Werewolf film. Christina Ricci plays in it, and what's that fucking guy's name? Jesse. Yeah.
The Body Ventura.
Jesse something other. The guy that plays in Zombieland, opposite Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, what is his name?
I can't remember his name.
It's not Eisenberg, is it?
Might be.
Jesse Eisenberg?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe.
Anyway, and Josh something other from the Mighty Ducks. I don't know these fucking people's names. Anyway, he was like the main kid from the Mighty Ducks films.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a pretty decent, it's decent enough. The werewolves are pretty cool in it.
Yeah.
And, it's a good little werewolf film. It's more like a, what you would call a teen flick werewolf film.
Yeah, it's not really up my alley that much. I actually didn't put it on my list. Now, going over it, I put at number 14, Vampire in Brooklyn, with Eddie Murphy. It's pretty much like a modern day Blackula, but more funny. Practical effects in the movie is fucking amazing. The comedy in the movie is Eddie Murphy at his best. I mean, it's in 95, so it's back when, Eddie Murphy was still Eddie Murphy. He plays several roles in the movie, just like all Eddie Murphy movies, but, it's just a really fun watch. And I pretty much watch Vampire in Brooklyn every October. It's up there in my top must-watch vampire movies.
Sweet! Well, coming in at sweet number 13 is from 1994. I have Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Wow, you put it that low.
Well,
I'm shocked.
Yeah, me too, because apparently I like this movie more than you do, but I guess not.
I actually put it higher on my list, man.
Well, this was the last Freddy project that Wes Craven worked on, and a lot of people hold it in high regards. I absolutely love the story of it. However, there's a lot of things that don't tickle my fantasy about this. I don't particularly like the way Freddy looks in it. I don't like his glove. I don't like the fact that the kills are few and far between. I guess it was trying to be a callback to the original, but it is what it is. I think a lot of people love this movie simply because when they were growing up, this was their first experience with Freddy. A lot of people our age, it was like, hey, the first Freddy movie I saw in theaters was Wes Craven's New Nightmare in 1994.
Right.
So I think that's the reason why most people do it. Because, yeah, I don't know. It's okay. I like it. I liked it a lot better as a kid than I did as an adult, but I don't hate the film. It's certainly not at the bottom of my nightmare list, but I don't hold it in high regards like some people. So there you go.
So you put it at number 13?
Yeah.
That's funny. I put it at number 13 also. I mean, yeah. I've hated this movie for the longest time, for many years actually. But in my old desolate age, it has grown on me quite a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I don't despise it anymore. The thunder has opened my eyes to the good parts of the movie. But everything you just said you didn't like about it is what I don't like about it. I don't like the way Freddy looks. I hate the glove. I don't know, the glove just feels disrespectful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's not Freddy, but I know it's not supposed to be Freddy. It's supposed to be real life, demon Freddy, but yeah, it's just not what I wanted.
No. Well, coming in at number 12 is the original 1977 Hills Have Eyes.
Okay.
And the reason I put it low like this is it's a good movie. I like the remake a lot better, but we're not talking about the remake. We're talking about the original.
The OG.
It's a good film. It's just from this point on, number 11 up, I think, are better films. I think The Hills Have Eyes. Honestly, if the remake wouldn't have happened, I would probably say maybe The Hills Have Eyes, one of the most underrated from the 70s.
Right.
But I don't know. The remake did it and did it better, and this one was the blueprint, so you can't hate on it too much, but it comes in at number 12 on my list.
Yeah. I hate that our lists are like matching like this. I like for them to be different, but yeah, I have The Hills Have Eyes still pretty low too for the exact same fucking reason. The remake knocked it down for me, honestly. I mean, don't get me wrong, the original is great and everything, and there's nothing like it, but it's just, I don't know. It just got knocked down. I don't know how. I don't know how to really explain it. It's like, I had very like higher on my list back in the day, but when the remake came out, it just kind of, I guess over time, it's just drifted down towards the bottom.
Well, number 11 on my list. Maybe we'll differ from now on.
I hope so.
Because coming in at number 11 on my list is Scream 2.
Okay, we're different.
Okay. A lot of people hold Scream 2 in high regards. I do not. As a matter of fact, Scream 2, if you take the original 4 that was directed by Wes Craven, obviously this one's at the bottom of my list. I am not fond of it like most other people are. I don't know why, but I think the other 3 are much more entertaining and better, to be honest with you. And, you know, I remember back in the day when people actually used to argue with me that Scream 2 was better than the first one. Okay, if that's what you think. But Scream 2 is number 11 on my list.
At number 11 on mine, we finally divvy it up. Swamp Thing, 1982. I'm trying to remember if this was like... I think this was the first, like, quote-unquote superhero movie I remember watching. Like, between, like... Not only, but, like... It was like Batman and Swamp Thing is what I watched all the time as a little kid. And it was just something captivating about this fucking swamp creature, you know, this professor, and things go wrong, and then he becomes this fucking swamp monster superhero, and it's just a fucking great action-packed sci-fi thriller, I guess you could say. I don't know. It's just a great, like, superhero movie from back in the 80s, which we don't have many of. Very limited.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a little bit lower on my list, but I do love it, though.
Well, breaking into the top 10.
Top 10.
Number 10 is from 2000, and it's Scream 3.
Scream 3. Okie dokie.
Yeah, this is the one that most people... the way I feel about 2 is the way most people feel about 3. I totally disagree. I love the fact that it's one of those... they're making a movie within a movie. They're making... you know, I love the fact that they established that it's a stab franchise in the Scream franchise. They're they have started a movie franchise based off of the events that happen in the first film, and they're called Stab. So now you have not only the real life victims going through it, but now this cast members are going through it, and you have a lot of they incorporate a lot of Hollywood backlots as scenery in this film.
Yeah,
which I think is amazing. The soundtrack was amazing with Creed in it and stuff. I've just always enjoyed Scream 3. I think Scream 3 is probably the perfect blend out of the entire Scream movies that blend the horror with the action and, you know, some of the wink comedy in it. I think this one does it better than any one of the other ones.
Right.
So that was my number 10.
My number 10 is actually Scream 2 from 1997. I don't hate it almost as much as you do. Seems like you hate it. No, I'm just fucking with you.
I don't hate it. That's just, out of the 4, it's the bottom.
Well, obviously, I feel the same way. Yeah, I've never gotten the comparison to the first one.